Hey, thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. So I got a little review I'm going to do here of this Boss Preamp product. This is a Boss AD10, and AD10 is a preamp, acoustic preamp, and so it's got some useful tools from an acoustical perspective as far as acoustical instruments, mostly acoustic guitars. I have used it with some bazookies and some different mic types, and you get some varying results, and certainly in the midst of switching in a gig, there's some kind of mixed results that I had, and some things that are interesting to be aware of with it. But it really is a cool product as an acoustic preamp. It goes, and I would say it very much compares with other acoustic preamps in its class and its capabilities, but it doesn't. And I'll have another review here of another product that kind of has a vocal integration with vocal and acoustics. And that in of itself is pretty cool with what it does. You could certainly integrate this AD10 with Boss's. I think it's the VE 500, which is their vocal processor. You could use the two in tandem and be able to come up with sort of a souped up kind of rig that does what some of these others do with the Boss products. But we'll go ahead and we'll dive into this AD10, and we'll kind of take a look at some of the features that it has with it. So it's got 3 buttons on the front. This is very similar to kind of like what some of the typical I would say typical Boss layouts. And then Boss also has a version of this that allows for that has the integrated vocal mic capability in with it, and so that'd be something worth checking out too, if that's what you're really needing, is something, a product that is sort of more compact into a single pedal and has what you need to do. But this product is pretty cool. It's got 2 inputs on it. You can plug in 2 guitars, or you could do one guitar that has 2 different types of pickups, and you could blend the 2 together into a single signal. So that coming into the guitar input 1 and 2, and you can set your levels on the back. There's little gain controls that you can adjust the gain on the back of the pedal. And as your signal goes through the device, you've got an EQ. It goes into an anti-feedback processor. You've got an acoustic resonance that you can add to it, the compression, and it's got some chorus and some ambience. The kind of if you're using an instrument that maybe has a pickup on it, but you're wanting to kind of give some additional acoustic ambience to it. So it's actually a pretty cool pickup. It also has a looper that you can use. I haven't used the looper too much. I didn't really find it all that easy to use. But I do use the boost and the tuner and the delay just to use this this one pedal as a cohesive unit. I would say it's an excellent product. It's got a volume. Or it's got a volume output on it, so you can adjust volume output. You've got XLR direct out, so you can go into a board, you can go into an amplifier, and it's got effect sends, so you can route additional effects through it. So it's a pretty robust device. It has an on-off switch in the back, so you can, if you're using batteries with it and you want to be able to conserve your batteries, you could turn it off and leave it plugged in, and not have to worry about unplugging things and things like that. But you could get it set up on the stage, turn it off, and you're conserving your batteries, and then turn it back on when you're ready to start doing your thing. It's got you can add a control pedals to it, so you can do a volume control, an additional control for going through memory if you're not using that setting. And so it's a nice unit. overall, and I would definitely say if you're really into playing gigs with acoustics and you just really need that acoustic processor that has a little bit extra with some things. One of the things I did is I had 2 different instruments plugging through each of the different channels, so I was able to set the gain on each of the instruments, so that when I needed to switch, all I needed to do was to switch the input on the pedal. And I believe that's something that you can program with the controller to be able to switch, so that you don't have to bend down and do that each time. But it's a pretty cool pedal, definitely worth checking out. And so I'm going to make this video pretty abrupt and pretty short. But thanks for tuning in, and I've got another review of the other product that I have that I'm looking at. Hope you guys enjoy, and have a good one. Thank you.